we have this amazing event, Songs of Struggle in the Americas, a PMN song and poetry swap. We've been doing a lot of these online events, including some international song exchanges to bring artists from different countries, different parts of the United States, where much of the PMN membership is based. And I'm very excited tonight because we have some international guests, so I'm really looking forward to. The People's Music Network is a membership organization, and we're here to sustain and grow this diverse community of performing artists, activists, and allies who are using our music in peace and justice movements. And that's also in being involved in like a peace and justice movement. It's about building these international connections. So I got this map of the Western Hemisphere behind me. We really wanted to make the point in the selection of songs this evening that the Americas, such as we call it, is not just the United States. It's much bigger than that. And we really want to tell the story through song of how this whole section of the globe has been colonized throughout its history. And that today we have people all over the Western Hemisphere who are struggling against colonialism and struggling for their own freedom. And we're going to see that theme in a variety of ways through the songs that have come together tonight. I'm encouraging the artists, to say something about, to help us understand the song that they're about to share, so that we can like fit into this larger narrative. And we are going to have some simultaneous translation. Our friend Jill Clark-Golub will be joining us a little later in the meeting to offer that. So for those of you who are tuned in on the Zoom, you'll be able to switch between the English channel and the Spanish channel. Definitely want to encourage people to share the event. Probably the best way to do that is using this information in the chat. You can just post that right to your social media. It's got a link to the YouTube live stream, which is already going. If you're already on the live stream, please press like and subscribe and share that with your friends. And then one of the things that we have going here is the opportunity for artists to talk to artists. So the way we've done that is to encourage each person before you are about to perform to actually really listen more carefully to the artists who just performed before you, and then say a little something to them, and then when we do the simultaneous translation, people will speak in their native tongue and then be able to listen to what's being said by going into that feature. But I'll explain that later. But we want to, hear each other through this. Use the chat box throughout the whole event. Write in Spanish, write in English, whatever you like, and say something about what you've heard each other share. I also want to say, for anyone who's in a position to help out with this, many of you have actually donated to the People's Music Network when you registered for this event. And many of you support in countless ways. And if you didn't get a chance, there is a link in the chat and also a link pinned to the live stream that allows you to donate to support this work of bringing artists and activists together for the community building work that we do together. So finally, I want to tell you a little bit like some upcoming events that are going to be really exciting. We're just about ready to go live with a registration form for a gathering that's going to be happening in New York City, July 19th and 20th. So if you can get to New York City, the New York City chapter of the People's Music Network is going to be hosting a very exciting gathering of artists and activists there. There's a little news post about that on the website already, but watch for registration opening next week. And then very importantly, we have our overnight 3-day gathering, the fall gathering, which has historically happened in June. This year it's going to be happening in October. We're at the wonderful Camp Grottenwood, just close to Boston, about an hour away. And that's going to be a wonderful opportunity to connect with this beautiful community of activist song makers. So that's October 4th through 6th, and definitely want to encourage people to make travel plans to come out, because it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And what we really love to do at those 3-day gatherings is build new kind of friendships. That's really what has sustained this incredible community over the decades, that people have really formed close bonds with each other as fellow songmakers in the struggle. Well, I want to introduce our first performer. Her name is Luci Murphy. She's in Washington, D.C. She is one of the people who came up with the inspiration for this very event, Songs of Struggle in the Americas. I want to bring her on right now and welcome her to the stage. Luci, take it away.
Thank you, Ben. And I guess I should say something constructive.
Luci, we're struggling right now to hear you.
Formally in 1982 with a launch in Washington, D.C. And it's
Luci, we were having an easier time hearing you when earlier in the sound check, and the connection has gotten worse right now. And what I'm wondering, I'm gonna call you and see if we can try this another way.
Can you hear me?
I'm gonna call you and we're gonna.
Well,
Yes.
I'm just going to keep on talking and hopefully.
Oh, sorry, we can't hear you that well. So I'm going to go to our next performer and I'm going to call you, Luci, and we're going to talk about what we can do about that. I want to bring Paul Kaplan onto the stage, and we're going to come back to Luci, who is on the Wi-Fi. So if you can jump on, Paul, we would love to have you join us here. Hey, how's it going, Paul? Sorry to put you on the spot.
Okay, I'm on the spot, but that's okay. It's a good spot to be on.
Good.
So this song is called Survival. It's gone through various versions. I finalized the last verse after the murder of George Floyd. I think that at schools where the social studies teachers are not allowed to teach true United States history, this song would be good for the music room. They can sneak it in there. There was an African who lived in Sierra Leone, and when the locusts came, they ate the rice she'd grown. But they're not hard to catch, and when she brought them home, they made a decent meal. Survival. There was a prisoner upon a stormy sea, under a bloody moon, chained in captivity. But he could feel the arms of his strong family tree, bearing him through the night. Survival. There was a laborer beneath the burning sun. At night her master came so he could have his fun. Her children, all of them, were sold in Charleston. They carried all her dreams. Survival. There was a sharecropper on a poor patch of land who yearned to scream above the hoofbeats of the clan. But no one hears the cries of 3/5 of a man. He learned to bite his tongue. Survival. There was a citizen who had the right to vote, though she knew if she tried, they just might slit her throat. But she had come so far from that dark slavery boat, and so she found a way. Survival. It's on the video for everyone to see, the knee that's kept them down through 4 long centuries. But they are rising now, determined to be free at last, to guarantee survival.
Bravo. Thank you so much, Paul, for starting us off tonight. And with this theme of songs of struggle in the Americas, I mean, obviously your song is about the slavery
United
system.
States.
And just wondered if you wanted to comment anything on the theme as you as we take in what you have there, what you sung.
Well, it's a journey, United States journey, but of course slavery was throughout the Americas. So the experience of people in the Caribbean, etc., would be very similar. Very similar. It's a hemispheric.
Oh,
it was a
sounds like we lost you, Paul.
Yeah, I'm here.
The sound went out, but you didn't mute.
I'm not mute.
Oh yeah.
I
Can you
can
hear
hear
me?
Paul just fine.
Thank you,
same.
Lucy.
Did not want to cut you off though.
Well, anyway, it was a hemispheric catastrophe,
let's
and
see.
that's what the song's about.
So something happened there, maybe in the connection with the microphone. I don't know.
Okay, I'll say goodbye.
Well,
No, we
I
can
wanna
hear
thank you.
we can
We
hear
heard that
Paul
whole song.
fine.
That was beautiful. I
Ben,
want
can
to
you
bring
hear-
on Colleen Kata, who's going to be doing 2 songs.
Ben, can
Colleen.
you hear me? Can you hear me okay? Can you hear me, Ben?
Oh wait,
Can you hear me?
I can hear you fine. I think Ben is having some difficulty.
Yes,
it
me
was on
too.
my end. I apologize. Sorry about that. Paul, did you want to finish up? It was totally on my end.
Well, everyone heard what I said. So,
Good, except me.
so I'm good. Yeah, well, we can chat privately. We should move on to Colleen. Great to see you, Colleen.
Let's do that.
In light of that it was Juneteenth yesterday, I think it was totally appropriate.
Thank you. Yeah,
Yeah.
I did think of that.
And I thought I was first, Ben.
Yeah, are you ready now, Lucy?
I've been ready,
You are
I
sounding
was-
better. Okay.
but I was kicked out.
Yes. So let's go to you now, and
Yeah.
we got
I was- in light of Paul, that was a wonderful song, and thank you for sharing it with us.
Thank you. It means a lot.
I went to 2 Juneteenth, in fact, in the last 2 days, 3 Juneteenth events, and I'm reminded that in Nicaragua, which is our neighbor, one of our neighbors to the south, slavery was ended when they got independence from Spain, and because if you're going to get real independence and freedom for your population, you have to free everybody. What happened in the United States was actually a counter revolution because so many of the population was subject to slavery and genocide. And we have a U.S. citizen named William Walker who actually tried to reinstate slavery in Nicaragua after it had been ended, after it had been abolished. It was abolished in Nicaragua in 1821, and the process was completed in 1824. And William Walker went down in the mid-1800s and tried to reinstate slavery and reinstate slavery in Mexico and other places. He was not successful, and but later on, after the Spanish-American War, which the United States stepped in and made it look like the United States freed the rest of the Americas, which it did not. They continued to intervene in other countries and try to control what was going on. So I'm really happy that we are going to have some Nicaraguan artists on our program this evening to represent a sister nation that the National Public Radio and some other places are lying through their teeth. But anyway, a major education for me took place in 1973, the first September 11th, when the coup sponsored by the United States took place in Chile. And so I'm going to sing a song from Víctor Jara called El Derecho de Vivir en Paz, the right to live in peace. El derecho de vivir, poeta Ho Chi Minh, que golpea de Vietnam a toda la humanidad. Ningún cañón borrará el surco de tu arrozal, el derecho de vivir en paz. Indochina es el lugar más allá del ancho mar, donde revientan la flor con genocidio y napalm. La luna es una explosión que funda todo el clamor, el derecho de vivir en paz. La 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 la. Tío, nuestro canción es fuego de puro amor, es palomo, palomar, olivo del olivar, el canto universal, cadena que hará triunfar el derecho de vivir en paz. Sing with me. La 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 la. El derecho de vivir en paz. El Derecho de Vivir en Paz by Víctor Jara. I have to give the writer his due.
Thank you, Lucy, for the
And now
song.
back to you, Ben Grothcup.
Thank you so much for the song and for the encouragement around really building solidarity between North America and Latin America. I want to bring on Colleen Kata to sing and maybe say a word to Lucy.
Great. Yes. Lucy, thank you so much for that song. It's such a, I love that song so much. We could talk for we could do a whole, PMN about that song. And, a couple of years ago, we made it because I belong to a Syracuse Community Choir here in Central New York. And I do want to say that we are on the occupied territory of the Onondaga Nation. And Paul, there's a story about the cicada, which was a survival for the Onondaga here after George Washington and his troops laid waste to their territory. We have a very close relationship with the Haudenosaunee, the Onondaga. They've taught us so much. And but the theme for a couple of years ago was the right to live in peace, el derecho de vivir en paz. Fue el tema de nuestro concierto. y entonces para eso yo traduje una versión al inglés de la canción y Luci, seguro voy a mandártela porque se puede cantar, ¿no? Yo trabajé mucho en esta traducción para que, pudiera cantarla, ¿no? Muy bien. So, I just was talking. That's all right. But I'm going to do two songs that I love so much. One is of Silvio Rodriguez, and it's actually a song that I did not learn from Silvio. I know all of you know and love the music of Silvio Rodriguez, the great poet of Cuba. I learned it from Isabel Parra, the daughter of Violeta Parra. And I just remember the first time hearing that song. It was on a cassette that, a Spanish friend of mine, a Latino friend of mine, made for me. And I was blown away by the song. And so it just says that it's called Generations, Generaciones. And it's about an old man and a child at the sea and their dance of tradition versus change, and kind of and there's of course the dove, the paloma, the bird of the symbol of freedom passes, and they don't really like the bird, but the bird still circles, because change must happen and we have to keep traditions too. So it's called Generaciones. So here it is. Un viejo y un niño desnudos se ven, jugando en la arena lamida de mar. El viejo es muy viejo, su barba es azul, y el niño es muy niño, su risa está intacta aún, y juegan al mundo la vida, la historia común, común. Allí se destrozan, se besan, se van, con viejas costumbres que a diario se dan. Un pájaro pasa y se pone a llorar, y el viejo y el niño le caen a pedradas a los dos, pues se ha interrumpido su rito sagrado de amor, de amor. Un pájaro pasa en el hueco del cielo, un pájaro blanco en estado de celo. Un pájaro ha dicho que ha visto vivir. Un pájaro puede, si quiere, ponerse a llorar. Pero ¿quién ha visto que un pájaro tenga que hablar, que hablar? ¿Quién sabe de un agua que cure el dolor? ¿Quién sabe de un sitio que guarde el amor? ¿Quién sabe de una historia que sepa mejor? ¿Quién sabe de un viejo y de un niño jugando en el mar y un pájaro blanco que se le ha olvidado volar, volar. Thank you. Yeah, it's a great song. And but the next, thank you so much. The next song, I love Silvio. Oh my God. And he's still playing, you know, in his neighborhood there in Cuba. Anyway, this song is by Leela Downs. Any Leela Downs fans there? Leela Downs is an amazing singer, quite the pipes. I really love her early music, especially. I heard this back in the mid '90s, and I'm like, so a friend of mine gave me her CD, and I'm like, who is this woman? You know, and she became politicized. Leela's U.S. She's she's many culturals. You know, we all are, and but her father is from the U.S. and her mother is I think her mother is indigenous Oaxaca. I can never remember Zapotec or Mixtec. I think it's Mixtec. And so she became politicized when she started translating, because she was bilingual, death certificates at the border. And that started her journey. So I highly recommend her albums. And this one is a little bit later. It's called Land of Light, Tierra de Luz. And, I like the wine. Un vinito. That's nice. She sang this song is a duet with Mercedes Sosa there's a beautiful album with Mercedes Sosa duetting with major singers in Latin America. So I highly recommend that album too. It was one of her last albums that she did before she passed. And the English, I kind of translated the English so that I can sing over a little bit, so you'll hear that too. And this song is Land of Light, Tierra de Luz. It's also a song that she sang often to the farm workers. So. Tierra de luz, del que andará ausente, oigo tu voz, que llora el acordeón. Avisa a tu mamá que aunque estemos lejos, en este rinconcito yo la he de recordar. Tierra de luz, del que andará ausente, oigo tu voz, que llora el acordeón. Avisa a tu mamá que aunque estemos lejos, en este rinconcito yo la he de recordar. Soy como el polvo que flota por el mundo, infame y pobre, sin pueblo y sin valor. Soy como nube que vaga por el cielo, que va llorando sin el aliento de Dios. ¿Dónde estás, tierra de mi corazón? No es que yo esté llorando, el río se desbordó. ¿Dónde estás? Yo soy solo un pasajero, tierra de mi pensamiento. Conmigo vas. You can ooh with me now. Ooh, ooh, ah, Land of light, I'm lost without you. I hear your voice whenever the accordion plays. Go tell your mama, although I am far away in this little corner of the world, I remember you. Soy como el polvo que flota por el mundo, infame y pobre, sin pueblo, sin valor. Soy como nube que vaga por el cielo, que va llorando sin el aliento de Dios. ¿Dónde estás, tierra de mi corazón? No es que yo esté llorando, el río se desbordó. ¿Dónde estás? Yo soy solo un pasajero, tierra de mi pensamiento. Conmigo vas, conmigo vas, conmigo vas. Great,
Bravo.
Thank
Thank you so much, Colleen.
Thank you. Pleasure. My pleasure. I love this. Thank you, Lucy, for organizing this.
And I wanted to say, I know you well, Colleen, but I don't know Spanish. And so I was just wondering if any of our Spanish speakers here tonight would like to comment on the two songs they just heard Colleen sing.
Si alguien que habla español quiere comentar sobre las canciones que han escuchado.
Gracias. Thank you so much, Colleen. I love the melody, and I got some of it with the English parts, so it's beautiful. I want to bring on Norm Bowen. Welcome to this song swap. Would you like to add anything to that?
Well, I wish I could remember more of my Spanish. It was overwhelmed when I moved to France for 20 years. I can't speak Spanish anymore. But it was absolutely beautiful, and your voice is just wonderful. The emotion that came through was so meaningful, and I'm going to look up the songs. I'm going to ask my wife to translate them for me. She did the translation of the song I'm going to sing. You can go on. Ben has it posted. She did the translation of that, and as far as I can tell, it's pretty good. So yes, it was wonderful. Thank you, Colleen.
Thanks, Colleen. Yes, and I also can screen share Norm's song, which is in case people are trying to get it in both languages. We can do that.
Okay, so my song is called "This Land Is Our Land," an obvious twist on the Woody Guthrie song. It is one of 6 racial justice songs on my CD, which is called, whoops, I'm sorry, I've got it. Yeah, I've got it. Which is, it's one of 6 social justice songs on my CD, which is called the Lupins and the Poppies. You can go to my website and listen to all of them, read the historical background notes. The lyrics are also there. And I'm on streaming services as well. So there's a lot of ways to hear the song. This is an abridged version of "This Land Is Our Land." And the importance of it for me, I sing this song in bars, in open mics, in song circles here in the Bay Area. It's very important for those of us whose ancestors were responsible for the atrocities and the genocide committed against Native Americans here in North America, to keep these stories, the real stories, I'm a storyteller, to keep the stories alive. This is called "This Land Is Our Land." There's also a song about, all of it takes place in California, and there's also a song about a massacre up in the Sacramento River Valley. This land is our land. This land is our land, you stole it from us. With your guns and with your lies, you said that we would live like brothers. But you planned for us to die. This land is our land, you overran it, poisoned the river, despoiled the earth. Your crimes are far beyond description, your sovereign word of little worth. You first enslaved us on your missions, claiming that you would save our soul. We were imprisoned on your ranches, worked in your mines to free the gold. You did not hold this land in honor, did not respect this hallowed ground. You only stripped it of the treasures, mined and chopped the forest down. We signed the treaties under pressure, but you did not keep your word. You herded us to reservations. Rapacious settlers were not deterred. You sent the soldiers to protect us. They did not come to our defense. Instead, the soldiers, they did abuse us. No white man paid for his offense. Your vigilantes tracked our people. They could not tell us apart, and so they'd murder with abandon, collect the bounties, and then depart. You did not hold this land in honor, did not respect this earth sublime. When will you be brought to justice and pay the measure of your crime? You took our children from their parents, sent them away to distant schools, banned our language, faith and clothing, made them work and obey your rule. This land is our land, you stole it from us with your guns and with your lies. You can finally start the healing. Sign the Declaration of Indigenous Rights. Go sign the Declaration of Indigenous Rights.
Bravo. Norm, thank you. Thank you for telling that important part of the story of the Americas.
Yes, I'm afraid it has to be repeated over and over again.
Appreciate you coming on and sharing that song. I posted the link to your website in the chat so people can check out the other songs that you have on that album.
Thanks very much.
Good. I want to bring on our next performer, Dilson. Dilson, you want to do the, you say it, tell something to Norm, and then let me know if you want to do the video first or the live first.
Okay, video first, just for gather later. But Norm, that was fantastic. That was a really, really great song. I felt like it was so honest, you know. I appreciated the juxtaposition of, because like the song itself felt, the way you sang it, felt very sweet, and it had a nice melody. So I was like singing along to the words. So I felt kind of like happy in that way. But then I read the lyrics, and it was just so dark and sharp, but very, very honest. So that juxtaposition between just like song, I don't know, the nice melody you had over the sharp, honest lyrics really, really worked. So thank you. And yeah, that is a story that unfortunately needs to be told over and over because it's just not understood years later. Um, but yeah, moving on. I have a song to share. It's called Washington Heights. It's a song basically about my birthplace. So I was born in Washington Heights in Upper Manhattan. Vibrant, beautiful Dominican neighborhood. That's where my people are from. And we've taken over Uptown, and that's just a beautiful place. So this song essentially pays homage to the people living up in Washington Heights, where I was born, and then eventually I moved to the Bronx. But more on that later. So yeah, Bunny, feel free.
Live by the dollar, we working all night. Washington Heights, vendiendo en la calle no es fácil, compadre. Washington Heights, drinking my cup on the bodega lights. Washington Heights, amor por mi gente, andamos rulay. Washington Heights, Washington Heights, Washington Heights, Washington Heights, Washington Heights. God himself couldn't have built a hood so vibrant. A melting pot of entrepreneurs turned hustlers from migrants. They left the island on the search for gold, American dreaming of kids at their newfound home. A place where business grows, where you could get a chimichurri with fries at the stove, and that's love. And love is everywhere. Love is in our music and art. Love is 181st, the home base for La Raza. Love is in the cars of Inwood, blasting bachata. Love is uptown, and we sure do love her. Love is in the backbones of our single mothers. Love is in the hustlers, chilling by the stove, trying to put you on the game for the love. The Heights, a microcosm of the American dream. The nucleus of Dominicanidad in New York. We find home in these tiendas owned by our mothers and tios. We seek solace in frios and patelitos. This land is our flesh and bone, our home away from home on Broadway, and it shows, you know, we live by the dollar, working all night. Washington Heights, vendiendo en la calle no es fácil, compadre. Washington Heights, drinking my cup on the bodega lights. Washington Heights, amor por mi gente, andamos rulay. Washington Heights, Washington Heights, Washington Heights, Washington Heights, Washington Heights.
Great. So yeah, that was Washington Heights. Thank y'all.
Yeah.
I get to hear some claps.
So good.
Thank you. Damn, I just the line, "This land is our flesh and bone." For some reason, I just thought about Norm's song. It just kind of came to mind. But yeah, that was Washington Heights. I hope y'all enjoyed that. It's on YouTube, so feel free to give it a peek. This next song is a song that was actually I remember attending a Nueva Canción workshop that I believe Luci was facilitating a couple years ago at the Great Labor Arts Exchange. And yeah, it was a great workshop. I learned about all these different songs from like Puerto Rico and Panama and Chile, like all these different countries. And I remember leaving a workshop like, damn, like I don't think I know of any protest song from DR, you know? And I've love obviously my country's music, but I just feel like I've never heard any like political music from it. So I kind of walked away from the workshop like, I don't know, thinking about that a bit more. I took that conversation to to some friends of mine, some artists of mine. My cousin, she was actually working on a play, and we had the same conversation of just like having, you know, political music. And one theory was, well, we had a dictator running our country for like 33 years who was very brutal, and you know, censorship was like heavy. But then I thought, well, there's dictators everywhere, and all over the world, and still there managed to be protest songs. So I don't know. We to my knowledge, we don't. But we do have heartbreak songs. We do have songs that have double meanings, and this song is that. It's a very, very famous song from the Dominican Republic. It's about heartbreak, but I've taken that song, I remixed it, and gave it a double meaning that I won't talk about, because why talk about it when I could just play it? This song is called Nereida, and I'm finally glad that I have lyrics up for those of you who've heard the song many times and never knew what I was saying. So
You want me to show the lyrics?
Oh, yes, please.
Can do.
Cool. Thank you. Sorry about that. Nereida, quiero nada contigo. Aporta que me ofreciste tu cariño y tu abrigo. A otro lo mío se lo entregaste, dejándome solo y triste. Nereida, me traicionaste. Por siempre en este mundo viviré, sin amor y sin cariño. Nereida, tengo fe que contando las estrellas quizás puedo llenar este vacío que dejó su corazón. A broken heart with no chest to call home. She emptied my wallet and took a piece of my soul. Like, whoa, the pain from being drunk and alone. I'm low, refrain from calling her drunk on the phone. I know I'm a mess when I drink, gagging up my dignity hung over the sink. I'm sick and sink into the dark abyss when I think of what I've done to my wife and kids. I ain't shit. Left my country, my kin, my pride, my blood, all cause this chick. She had me thinking things were different in this country where dreams sleep in bliss. Well, get me a job at least, cause my last name can get no pay in this país. My resume, they see Sanchez written on the sheet and believe I'm better off in they house wiping toilet seats. And this the price I pay for getting this doctorate degree. Empty pockets and all these demons are following me, cause I can't walk in peace. Cause on my way to see Nereida me reprenda la violencia of these ghetto streets. I'm trying to dodge the heat as locals come and flash their beats, and I can't even tell if it's the gangs or the police. Lives deceased, I tell Nereida, listen please, but all she ever wants to do is get inside my jeans. Pa' pagar su renta, me dio cuenta la manera embutera de esta nena traicionera. Vende patria, falsa bandera, en tus ojos no brilla el símbolo de sus estrellas. Shit, pasa la botella and the brew to blank out la memoria de su skin that's white. Her eyes are blue, the red stripes on her dress are a tease to make a slave out of you. God bless Nereida. Que la pague Nereida por todo lo que me hizo. Por ella ser traicionera. Por siempre en este mundo viviré, sin amor y sin cariño. Nereida, tengo fe mirando las estrellas, quizás puedo llenar este vacío que dejó su corazón. Thank you.
Oh,
And thank you so much,
bravo.
Lucy and Ben, for organizing.
Dilson, thank you so much for those two songs.
Yes.
Say just a little more maybe about the I mean I'll let Michael and Nell talk about how great those songs were, but just say a little more about that second one particularly, and the double meanings and everything, you know, bridging the Spanish English divide on this call. Some of us have just one of those two languages, others have both.
Yeah, shout out to those who have both. You guys are amazing. I have like 1.5. My Spanish is not that great. But yeah, I mean, the song is basically about the realities that a lot of immigrants experience when they move to this country, right? And I could just speak from my parents' experience. They believed like the U.S. and especially New York being this like rich land, and they get here and they're living in impoverished communities. Even though this land is very rich, right? There's also a very poor aspect of this nation. So yeah, the song is basically about that. And the double meaning is this. The protagonist in the song, this man is like heartbroken about this woman who betrayed him, and this woman who betrayed him is the U.S. Like, so it's written, the song itself, the Spanish stuff is from the song directly, and it's about heartbreak, so very heartbreak stuff, very heartbreak themed. And then the English rap section starts off very heartbreak, like, oh my God, this woman betrayed me, but it's really it's a lot more layered. And you, towards the end of the rap, you kind of get the sense, oh, the song is not about a man who's gotten his heart broken. Well, it is a man who got his heart broken, but by the U.S., not by an actual woman.
Well, the United States can really break a person's heart, for sure.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Dilson.
Definitely. Thank you.
Right. Oh, right. And Colleen's pointing out always blaming the woman, but yes, I mean,
I know, but the song is the song. I had to find
the
it.
song is the song.
I know.
Yeah,
Just
I
saying.
know.
You
But
took a
yeah,
song
that-
from
I do want to add that genre, the genre of music is called bachata, and it's basically about men blaming women for like, oh, I'm sorry I cheated on you, but like you broke my heart. Like, what are you talking about?
Oh my God. Don't
Yeah,
even
it's
get me
like-
started. Don't even get me started.
Yeah.
That's all I have to say.
All right, next PMN gathering, we're doing a bachata session. All right, get
love
some
that.
dance going on
No.
And
Well,
that changed
Wilson?
we'll make
with
some political
progressive lyrics,
bachata.
with political
Exactly.
left-wing lyrics. Yeah.
Dilson, I am charging you to recruit some Dominicanas who have some bachatas about the dudes.
That listen,
Ooh.
you know, I'm actually me and some friend and a couple friends of mine, we're working on writing a TV series on women in bachata music, because there are women in bachata music and they get overlooked. So, but yeah, that's something that I've been working on with some friends of mine, because that's a story that needs to be told for sure.
Actually, Dilson, there's a friend of mine, Sydney Hutchinson. She's a musicologist. She's done a lot on She's a dancer, so she's primarily on dance, but it's a Dominican music. She has written really cool books about the political piece of. So you could look her up. She's awesome. She's in Germany now.
Yeah, please.
Sydney
Send me
Hutchinson.
her-
I'll put
her
her
stuff.
name in the chat.
Thank you so much, Colleen.
Yeah.
Do an E introduction. That's even better. Colleen,
I would love
do
What?
an E introduction. Do an E
Oh,
introduction.
yeah. Well, Dilson, you get in touch with me and I can do that. Okay.
Yeah,
That sounds
thank
great.
you.
And I love it when people who have things to share that's on topic to these songs to just bust in and do that. I'm going to keep it going though, and we're going to have Michael and Nell sing to us another aspect of songs of struggle in the Americas. I'll let them explain. Welcome, Michael and Nell.
Hey, great to see you. I want to say that I understand about this immigrant thing. I have a song, I'm not doing it tonight, but my mother was an illegal immigrant into this country, and she came from a country called Finland. And I have a song that I wrote about her called The Old Country, and her whole life was about getting back to the old country. And she died young at age 54, and it's all about being betrayed by the American dream. That
That's
was my
awesome.
childhood, okay, at least part of it. So I can totally relate. And Dilson, you sounded great. You sounded wonderful, beautiful, beautiful voice. And,
Thank you.
Lovely song.
Okay, I got a few things. Yes, absolutely. What a voice. You have a voice that deserves a concert hall. I'm serious. And really into that infectious reggae type beat, the rhythm. And I don't get into lyrics sometimes, but I get into the sound. The sound is really important. And one thing that I noticed the pride that you expressed in your neighborhood. The video was really interesting, seeing all those scenes. But and the last thing I'll say is, in my dreams I play guitar like you. But in real life,
So
what you get.
so you guys, so we're here in the belly of the beast. We are in Nashville, Tennessee, in the South, with everything that goes on here, which is pretty crazy. This is the capital of Tennessee, and things are nuts here. We have the supermajority Republicans who are running this state, and Nashville's been gerrymandered, so we're now divided up into three districts. We were a Democratic district forever, and now we're three different districts. And my federal representative, I live in East Nashville, is a MAGA. It's totally insane.
oh well.
Yeah, but anyway, we're gonna do a song off of our album. Here it is, Welcome Home.
Yep.
And went to number 5 on the folk chart, and we're proud of that. And this song is about, it is about
The Dakas,
Yes.
the Dreamers, and the interesting thing, I caught what your song was about basically, and it's an interesting segue from what you were singing about and what we're going to sing.
We did get a little bit of good news. Biden is gonna let the wives of the DACA people become citizens. He just announced that a couple days ago. I think he's getting real worried about if he's gonna win this election. But that's a step in the right direction here. But this song we wrote and was on our album, and before we put it out, we took it to our friends at Workers' Dignity.
Workers' Dignity is an immigrant rights organization.
And we said, does this sound right? Does this sound okay? And they
We
said,
showed them the lyrics. Basically, we gave it to them, and these were people about whom this song is written, and they said,
go
yeah,
with it.
yeah, that's right.
So here we are.
We didn't want to be just two white people singing about something that was a little off kilter, but
Here
this
we go.
is No Man's Land.
No Man's Land.
To find a better life, we crossed the Rio Grande, floating through the shadows to no man's land. Veracruz is the place where I was born. My family worked in the hot sun growing corn. Rio Grande. Now we're living in the shadows in no man's land. My father brought me here when I was 4. A picture fruit swept up your floor. Stared at pictures in magazines. Promise of America filled my dreams. I want to plant my flag, but I don't know where I stand. Dreaming in the shadows in no man's land. So I live in fear of a knock on my door. Man says I can't live here anymore, taking me from the only life I know to another country that's never been my home. To find a better life, we crossed the Rio Grande. Now we're hiding in the shadows in no man's land. Cards that I was dealt were not my choice. I was just a child, I never had a voice. I am just one story, there were many more like me, looking for the light, longing to be free. Find a better life, we crossed the Rio Grande. Now we're living in the shadows in no man's land. I want to plant my flag, but I don't know where I stand. Dreaming in the shadows in no man's land. Dreaming in the shadows in no man's land.
Michael and Nell, thank you so much for telling the story of immigrants in the United States. This is a beautiful song. Thank you so much. Well, I want to make a little transition. We're going to actually, we have the interpretation going on now. We're going to hear from some folks who just speak Spanish, and we're going to have some simultaneous translation going on. Jill Clark Golub is here, and actually, I wonder, Jill, can I bring you on briefly as just to say how the translation works in the main channel? So that, because we need, so I know what one part of this is, that you can find, there's a button now on your Zoom buttons at the bottom, and you have to make your screen big to see all the buttons because there's a lot of buttons there. But one of them says interpretation. And if you press that, you can switch over to the language you want to listen to. So suppose you just speak English, you could press English, and then you'll be able to understand what's being said. And you'll even hear a little bit of the intonation in the person's voice who's speaking in Spanish, so that you get a sense of like the emotions of what's going on. At least that's the way it's supposed to work. So I want to go over to Managua, Nicaragua, and bring on Colleen Littlejohn. Welcome, friends. Go ahead and unmute. And we have a number of artists gathered at the home of Colleen Littlejohn, and I'll let them introduce themselves.
Okay. Well, hi. It's great to be with all of you. My name, is Colleen Littlejohn. I have lived in Nicaragua for over 44 years, and very happy to share these moments. And I'd like to introduce our people that are going to sing tonight: Maria Alfonsina and Noe Tinoco. And they'll be doing, I think, one grabación, one video, and then singing one song, because I'm not very technical. So I thought this was going to be much more complicated than it actually is. So next time I'll be more prepared. So anyway, I'm very, very happy that they could join us today. And thank you, Ben, for organizing us all.
We're very excited to have you all, and I think we're going to do the first song as a video recorded, the Soberanía.
Soberanía, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I said it wrong. Soberanía, thank you, which translates to sovereignty. And I just wonder if you'd like to speak a little bit about the song. And then those of us who are trying to listen in English can switch over to the English channel on the interpretation button. Go ahead.
Soberanía es una canción que compuso Roger Osorio. Roger Osorio es una persona, es un compañero que viene de una comunidad rural en León y viene de una familia de muchísimos artistas. Ellos hacen teatro, poesía, música también, y tienen un grupo que se llama Los Rústicos del Norte. Soberanía fue compuesta aproximadamente en el año 2007-2008 y fue regrabada en 2021 y fue cuando la interpreté yo. Pero es una canción con mucha vigencia. O sea, el enemigo sigue siendo el mismo, que es el imperialismo. Tanto hace tantos años como fue en 2007 que la canción fue compuesta, como hoy en día. Y la verdad es que ha sido para mí un honor interpretar esta canción y ser la nueva voz de esta canción de Soberanía, porque creo que es un clamor de todo nuestro pueblo y de todos los pueblos de nuestra América en realidad. El decidir por nosotros mismos, el escribir nuestra propia historia y construir nuestro propio futuro, basándonos en nuestras raíces que son muy profundas y vienen de tantos ancestros muy heroicos. Y pues creo que esta canción es esa voz ancestral y también actual de todas y todos nosotros.
Thank you very much. I'll play the video. Here we go.
afuera, afuera pueden decir lo que quieran, pero si estás en tierra nica, respeta mi bandera, la bandera azul y blanco que no tiene ni una estrella, por la que un día Sandino enarboló la roja y negra. Afuera, afuera pueden decir lo que quieran, pero si estás en tierra nica, respeta mi bandera, la bandera azul y blanco que no tiene ni una estrella, por la que un día Sandino enarboló la roja y negra.
Thank you very much. We're going to go right back to Colleen and Noé and Maria. Thank you so much for the song.
Muchas gracias por la canción.
Gracias. Bueno, ahora también quiero interpretar otra canción, que esta sí la compuse yo. Se titula Sol de Libertad. La compuse en 2019. En realidad creo que luego del intento de golpe de Estado en 2018 surgieron como nuevas canciones, nuevas inspiraciones, siempre, ¿verdad?, en una inspiración suprema, en este caso que sería la Revolución Popular Sandinista y la lucha ancestral de nuestro pueblo, pero bueno, en 2018 salieron acá en Nicaragua 2 discos con cantores para la paz, entre ellos está Noé. En ese momento yo tenía como 16 o 17 años y solamente lo observaba y quería también unirme, pero estaba muy pequeña. Entonces fue al año siguiente, en 2019, cuando estaba el 40 aniversario de la Revolución Popular Sandinista, que hubo a través del movimiento cultural Leonel Rugama, de la Juventud Sandinista, un llamado a los artistas que quisieran sumarse a un disco para ese aniversario de la revolución, y fue entonces que decidí componer esta canción que se titula Sol de Libertad. La verdad, a mí me gusta decir todo el tiempo que la Revolución Popular Sandinista para nosotros los jóvenes nicaragüenses de diversos tiempos, ¿verdad?, ha significado el primero aprender a soñar, a saber que hay un mundo mejor más allá, ¿verdad? Pero además darnos la capacidad o empoderarnos de los instrumentos para cumplir esos sueños. Y esta canción, y la verdad es que mi vida artística también responde a eso. Entonces, ahora les voy a cantar Sol de Libertad. Hace mucho el amanecer dejó de ser una tentación. Cada vida que fue sembrada en victoria se cosechó. Y hoy nos quieren arrebatar lo que el pueblo construyó. Pero el cimiento es fuerte, pues Sandino lo forjó. Y la patria hoy resplandece con la libertad al sur. Aquí nos ilumina un sol que no declina. Daremos la batalla por América Latina. No nos rendiremos, juntos venceremos. Derribamos muros, haciendo revolución. Con rojo y negras banderas caminamos juntos al sol. La roja intenta ocultar con malicia y ambición. No nos doblegarán, les cantaremos una canción que dice que su cobardía no vencerá nuestro amor, porque construimos patria con nuestro nuestra eterna revolución. Ay, ay, aquí nos ilumina un sol que no declina. Daremos la batalla por América Latina. No nos rendiremos, juntos venceremos. Derribamos muros haciendo revolución. Aquí nos ilumina un sol que no declina. Daremos la batalla por América Latina. No nos rendiremos, juntos venceremos. Derribamos muros haciendo revolución.
Bravo. Bravo. I'm just wondering if we can get Luci, maybe can you say a word to Maria before we hand it back over to
Muchísimas gracias, María, para participar con nosotros. Yo recuerdo tu actuación en 2022, cuando estuve en Nicaragua. Participaste con el grupo Los Amigos de ATC, trabajadores del campo. Y bueno, después de esto, sabe que hemos utilizado la grabación de Soberanía en un taller que tuvimos en Nueva York con el doctor Arnold Matlin, un gran amigo de Nicaragua que vive en Nueva York. Tuvimos un taller sobre Nicaragua y la música y utilizamos la canción Soberanía. Muchísimas gracias. Y ahora creo que vamos a escuchar a Noé, pero voy a pasarlo a Ben. Ben, I'm going to pass it back to you to introduce Noé.
Oh no, send it to Noé. Yes, tell us about yourself, Noé. Thank you for being here.
Okay.
Mucho gusto, muchísimas gracias por permitirnos entrar a este espacio mágico. Tengo la reputación de crear canciones, historias. ¿Vas a traducir?
No, están traduciendo.
Okay. De construir historias cantadas. Sobre todo ha sido como común hacer canciones a héroes nacionales de nuestra patria, de la revolución. Y entre ellos está una canción que se llama A Víctor Manuel Iría, es un combatiente infiltrado en la contra en Honduras, quien fue enviado allá para identificar algunos campamentos que un ejecutando acciones en contra de nuestro país. Y el teniente cayó en combate en Maquingales, un lugar en Honduras. Él, para resumir, murió cuando sus municiones de su arma se terminaron y tomó su granada e hizo estallar la granada cuando 4 o 5 le habían capturado. Es decir, que con su muerte él también estaba combatiendo la hostilidad en contra de nuestro país. Un poco triste la historia, pero es la canción que van a escuchar en el video de Víctor Manuel Iría. Muchísimas gracias. Estamos esperando el video de... Ok.
Madre selva, ¿te acordás del guerrillero del que vos hiciste savia con su sangre. Ahí cuando temblaron sus aceros, se hizo pan para su pueblo con hambre. Su nombre no será bala perdida, ni antorcha que se deba contener. No saben los proyectiles que tu vida siempre quiso en los Malinches florecer. No saben los proyectiles que tu vida siempre quiso en los Malinches florecer. Víctor Manuel, donde nace aquel arroyo, hay un jilguero que siempre me habla de vos. Cuando amanece nos trae de la noche tus dos luceros que convierte en tu canción. Pero además cuando la tarde fue segura, un canto libre hizo estallar tu corazón. Frente a aquella enemiga marabunda, una granada en inmortal te convirtió. Fue la Honduras que tu cuerpo cobijó, el río Boteca el que nos hizo saber dónde estabas, qué lugar te preservó. Cual semilla de maíz para nacer, viejo ceiba vos que lo viste pasar, que lucero estaba al filo de su frente. Decime si la luna se quedaba clarita en la mirada del teniente. Decime si la luna se quedaba clarita en la mirada del teniente. Víctor Manuel, donde nace aquel arroyo, hay un jilguero que siempre me habla de vos. Cuando amanece nos trae de la noche tus dos luceros que convierte en tu canción. Pero además cuando la tarde fue segura, un canto libre hizo estallar tu corazón. Frente a aquella enemiga marabunda, una granada en inmortal te convirtió. Esta hazaña que merece ser contada, el guarumo fue el que me la palabrió. Como Víctor por su patria se inmolaba en aquella delicada misión. Acerado corazón en 1000 batallas, como Pablo Antolín Pancasán, y Chacón como un gorrión en la montaña. Con el alba tus proezas cantarán, y Chacón como un gorrión en la montaña. Con el alba tus proezas cantarán. Víctor Manuel, donde nace aquel arroyo, hay un jilguero que siempre me habla de vos. Cuando amanece nos trae de la noche tus dos luceros que convierten tu canción. Pero además cuando la tarde fue segura, un canto libre hizo estallar tu corazón. Frente a aquella enemiga marabunda, una granada en inmortal te convirtió. Víctor Manuel, donde nace aquel arroyo, hay un jilguero que siempre me habla de vos. Cuando amanece nos trae de la noche tus dos luceros que convierten tu canción. Tus dos luceros que convierten tu canción. Tus dos luceros para la revolución.
Bravo, bravo,
Wow.
wow.
Muchísimas gracias, Noé. La grabación me hizo acordar de la esperanza que tiene la juventud en Nicaragua. Y cómo la gente sufrieron para llegar a un momento en cuando la gente joven puede tener esperanza. Muchísimas gracias para esta canción. Pero te pido algo. Para nosotros aquí en los Estados Unidos, si puede escribir una canción sobre Ben Linder, el estadounidense que perdió su vida, y también, bueno, para la enfermera que todavía vive, y ella que se llama Dorotea, que yo creo que ella tiene un hospital ahora nombrado por ella.
Sí, sí.
Un momento, yo tengo una canción para Dorotea Granados.
¡Ah! ¡Bárbaro! Entonces,
Se grabó en México y en Argentina por petición de un cantautor salvadoreño para tratar el tema de racismo en El Salvador, porque allá es muy fuerte, pues.
entonces,
Y la canción de Dorotea Granados es parte del patrimonio cultural de El Salvador.
wow. Préstame, Colleen tiene todos mis datos, y préstame la canción, por favor.
Claro que sí.
Y ahorita empecé la
Y ahora vamos a hacer una canción a Patricio Arguello, ciudadano del mundo, un héroe internacionalista, quien nació en Estados Unidos, en California, ¿sí? De padre nicaragüense y madre de allá, pues. Y Patricio Arguello es un símbolo de solidaridad, de amor entre Nicaragua y Palestina, entre estas dos luchas hermanas, en esta comunión, así es. Y he escrito esta canción a Patricio Arguello a petición de la Coli, tengo que mencionarlo, porque yo no lo conocía y intercambiando datos e historia, nació esta canción a Patricio Arguello. Y en lo que iba leyendo sobre él para construir esta canción me doy cuenta que es un enorme ser humano, un gigante, un hombre solidario, diríamos en estos pueblos norteños, que donde soy yo, es un santo de la revolución. Y Patricio Arguello tiene mucho que contarnos, aún después de su muerte, cuando intentó secuestrar el avión para llamar la atención, pues, del mundo sobre la lucha en Palestina. Mucho que decir de este hombre, pero me quedo con su espiritualidad, con la capacidad que él tenía de hablar con las flores, con las plantas, de comunicarse con los animales, y hoy con esa manía que tiene el Che, que tienen Fidel, de nacer con el solo, de venir con la brisa, de estar con el canto de los grillos, de los pájaros. Tienen esa manía estos personajes. Y Patricio Arguello es uno de ellos. No sé qué más decir sobre Patricio. Una canción. La tumba no es el fin, Patricio Arguello. Eso lo supo bien tu corazón. Y lo creo porque a veces sin quererlo hay quienes ya te vieron en la flor, surgiendo imprescindible y numeroso, donde haya una cadena que romper, cuando el invierno tiende a ser copioso, apareces con el amanecer. En Puerto Momotombo, donde ahora sos raíz, a la luz de la luna seguís disparando amor
haciendo con estrellas versos para una canción, soñando cosas buenas para la revolución. Hay hombres que no mueren como no moriste vos, se quedan en la brisa o alumbran con el sol. El fusil que empuña el combatiente y en los que ahora exigen libertad, naces en un lejano continente con Leila o Yasser Arafat, prendido en la corteza de los pinos, en el sombrero blanco de Orlandí, en la mirada limpia de los niños y la certeza de un buen porvenir. En Puerto Momotombo, donde ahora sus raíz, a la luz de la luna seguís disparando amor, haciendo con estrellas versos para una canción, soñando cosas buenas para la revolución. Hay hombres que no mueren como no moriste vos, se quedan en la brisa o alumbran con el sol. En Puerto Momotombo, donde ahora sos raíz, a la luz de la luna seguís disparando amor, haciendo con estrellas versos para una canción, soñando cosas buenas para la revolución. Hay hombres que no mueren como no moriste vos, se quedan en la brisa o alumbran con el sol.
Bravo. Bravo. Oh, we heard all the translations. We had all your lyrics up on the screen. Very powerful.
Ok, muchas gracias.
Wonderful. Luci, do you have anything more you'd like to say to Noé?
Bueno, que les invito a ser miembros de People's Music Network, red de la música popular, porque somos internacionalistas y debemos tener ustedes si ustedes quieren venir con nosotros.
Muchas gracias. Claro que sí, muchas gracias.
Here, here. Thank you so much. Do you have anything else to say in Managua?
Anybody, ¿tienes algo? Muchísimas gracias por la oportunidad de... Yeah.
Sí, sí, claro. No, a Colin.
No, vamos.
A usted, por favor.
No. Thank you very much for the possibility of joining you tonight, and thanks to Maria and Noé for making it work technically and all that. No, it was a great experience. Gracias.
We are so happy to have had you this evening. Thank you so much, Colleen, Noé, Maria. Muchas gracias. I'd like to bring on our next performer. It was supposed to be Ruben Gonzalez, but I think we're going to have to move on to Gary Cantor. Gary, welcome. Welcome to the stage, my friend.
Hi, Ben.
Hey, it's good to see you. I think you're going to tell another aspect of the story of the Americas.
Yeah, this is domestic variety. Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay. This is very close to home. It came out as a result of the Black Lives Matter movement. And I have 2 mixed race grandchildren. And I always fear for their safety. So this came out of that regard. It says to confirm my speaking language. What language am I speaking? There. Okay. Does that change anything?
I'm not seeing you, but I'm hearing you just great.
Black life was lost. Pardon? You can hear me okay? Okay.
Sorry, Gary, you hear me?
Black life was lost. Yeah.
Okay, try and see if your camera can go on. Is it? Oh, it's actually no, just play it. I think oh, there we go. We lost the picture for a minute.
Am I okay now?
It's okay because we hear you fine. So let's hear the song. Thank you. Oh, and here you are. Go.
By the way, hi Lucy. Another black life was lost today. He was walking on his way to the grocery store. They said he was rude and he was crude and he was packing too much attitude. They put him down. Another black child laying on the ground. Black lives matter. Yes, they do. They are us. We are you. Black lives matter. You know that it's true. We're gonna fight till it finally gets through.
Ooh, are other people having problems hearing Gary? I think we have
Yes.
Gary
He froze.
Cantor's network bandwidth is low. So we heard it up until a moment there, and then we stopped hearing it. So, Gary, we might need to work on that internet connection over there. I'm going to change this up and see about going to the next performer. We do still have a list of folks coming on. So if we can get that internet issue, we're going to get Gary back on. But I'm going to go to Joel Landy. Joel, it's great to have you back, my friend. So here you are, Songs of Struggle in the Americas. Tell us what you got.
Well, I came with a friend, someone I wish I knew better. I did get to spend some quality time with Matt Jones. And one of the things that Matt told me, was that you gotta play the song that people don't want you to play. You know? And even within PMN, he wasn't afraid. He was uncompromising, and he was morally clear, which is something I always admire in people. He wrote a song about working hard all his adult life for social justice, and years later, it's like, what did we accomplish? It's one of those songs. He wrote, when I was young, I fought for freedom. When I was young, I fought the Klan. Who would have thought I'd still be fighting 30 or 40 years down the line? When I was young, I fought for justice. When I was young, I fought for peace. Who would have thought I'd still be fighting 30 or 40 years down the line. Freedom, still fighting for freedom. 30 or 40 years down the line. When I was young, I fought for unions. When I was young, I fought the votes. Who would have thought I would still be fighting 30 or 40 years down the line? When I was young, I fought for housing. When I was young, I fought for jobs. Who would have thought I'd still be fighting 30 or 40 years down the line? Freedom, still fighting for freedom. 30 or 40 years down the line. When I was young, I fought segregation. When I was young, I fought Jim Crow. Who would have thought I'd still be fighting 30 or 40 years down the line? When I was young, I fought for children. When I was young, I fought for love. Who would have thought I'd still be fighting 30 or 40 years down the line? Freedom, still fighting for freedom. 30 or 40 years down the line. Freedom. Freedom. 30 or 40 years down the line. 40 or 50 years down the line. 60 or 70 years down the line.
Thank you,
Matt
Joel.
Jones.
Thank you for singing the song by Matt Jones. I want folks to know who may not already be familiar is that People's Music Network named our scholarship fund after Matt Jones, who was a longtime PMN member. And I wanted to say along those lines, if you folks were wanting to donate tonight and didn't get a chance to, I'm dropping the link into the chat. Thanks for everybody who's already contributed and who helps keep this organization running with all the ways you support. Joel, thanks for the song.
Great, thank you.
I want to bring on Bev Grant. Bev, very excited to have you here tonight. Say a word to Joel and you can tell us about your video, and you'll also be doing a live song after the video. Looking
Right.
forward.
I just want to say something about Joel, because, you know, Joel, that song is appropriate for you. And I knew you when you were really young, you know, and kind of starting out in this. I'm probably about 10 years or so older than you. And I remember, you know, your commitment and passion. And I want to commend you for the very witty lyrics that you write, your own songs. I think that they really have stellar lyrics, and you do communicate that passion. But even more important, you're promoting other people as well, and I think that's that's taking it to another level. It's helping push other people up to do the work that you've been doing for years, and so you're to be commended for that.
Thank you, Bev.
Sure. And I didn't really know this was happening until very recently, but for me it kind of triggered what my passion has been for many years, which is anti-imperialism, the anti-colonial struggles. I got familiar with what was going on in the world around 67 is when I first started to gain some knowledge and consciousness of who I was and where my place was in society, and what I could do. And I started doing a lot of things. One of those things was to work with a filmmaking group called Newsreel, and as a member of Newsreel, I was sent to Cuba in 1969 for the 10th anniversary of the revolution. And because of a fluke of logistics, me and the other alternative journalists who made that trip were stuck in Cuba. Not a bad place to be stuck for about 3 months until they found transportation back on a freighter for us to go from Cuba to Nova Scotia. Then we were on our own to get back to the city. But what that did for me is it exposed me to the politics of anti-imperialism, exposed me to the history and to the different struggles going on. And I was on a floor at the Hotel Nacional with all these cultural workers from around Latin America, and they kind of embraced me, and the Cubans gave me a guitar. I was in my mid-20s, okay, and it was really exciting and really formative for me, so that when I came back, I already had become conscious as a woman. I had become a feminist before I went there. When I came back, I began to use my voice. I began to speak up in meetings, which always intimidated me because most of the people there were more educated than me, and for years I kind of fought that sense of inhibition and insecurity about not having a formal education. But I've gained so much knowledge just from the situations I've been placed in, and my own reading and independent study and the study groups I went to in the 70s, and I always read a lot. So I got familiar with what was going on in Colombia, what was going on in Cuba, of course, in Puerto Rico. I worked on a film about the Young Lords Party, and we studied the history of Puerto Rico to get a sense of how that happened. And of course, I was enamored of Che and Tanya. I wanted to be Tanya, who was one of the people that went with him to South America. And I actually wanted to mention that I was in El Salvador in 1988. I had a band called The Human Condition, and we were together about 20 years, but the last 10 of those years, we were a multicultural, multinational group of singers, songwriters, musicians, making music in all different styles of the cultures that we were singing about. I particularly wrote, I think, at least 5 songs about Haiti, because the history there was changing so rapidly, from the Duvaliers to Aristide to, United States interference and then you look what's happening now. And let's stop there, because Ben's going to play a video of a song that I wrote after the earthquake in 2010 that so devastated Port-au-Prince. And I'll talk a little bit more after that.
I felt the earth shake. I saw people break when the sky fell on me. The kids in Port-au-Prince watched the tree begin to dance, swallow dust before they had a chance, while my stricken heart still beats. Haiti, you were home to me. Now I can't see my home. All I see is crumbled rock, grief buried under shock, empty shoes beneath my feet. Try to find solid ground, looking for the lost and found. Silence screaming in our broken town, while my stricken heart still beats. Haiti, you were home to me. I am calling you, you're not home. Before my world fell apart, my new democracy was frail, tethered to banks whose dictates almost always prevail. Years of interference from abroad left nothing in place to brace the pitiful facade of the government. As it crumbled, NGOs stumbled, and everyone was humbled by the fact that no one had a flag. I thought that was the government's job. I didn't understand, but their role had been undermined by foreign forces who nickeled and dimed them, controlling who really held the power. In the end, no one did. In that fateful hour, I don't know where to start. The world I know's been blown apart. Endless life forming the heat, trying to find my next meal, an end to this ordeal, chance for us to heal, while my chicken heart still beats. Haiti, you were home to me. I am calling you, bring me home. Haiti, you were home to me. I am calling you, bring me home. I felt the earth shake.
Beautiful song, Bev. Thank you. We'll just have you unmute
Yeah,
yourself.
I got it. The thing I was thinking as that ended is that's the last song I written about Haiti, and nothing's gotten better. I mean, if anything, things have gotten worse, and it was just occurring to me, like nobody gives a shit about Haiti. They really don't care about it, and it's not full of natural resources for us anymore. I mean, it's so complicated, and we've done, as our government has done, such intrusive and harmful things.
Actually, Bev, they've discovered oil.
Ah,
Yes.
well, maybe there's hope yet. That's just really
No, but that's why they want to raid the place.
yeah.
And they have a lot of very highly skilled needle workers.
But not in Port-au-Prince, right? I mean, that's pretty much up for from what I read. I can't depend on what I know really.
I'm talking about the people who make the baseballs and the
Yeah.
ladies' foundation garments, shall we say.
Okay. So, what's your prediction?
If we leave them alone, they can fix it themselves.
I hope so, man. I mean, I hope we leave them alone. That's what I mean by that. But anyway, Haiti really did feel close to me. I had close friends, a lover for a while, so there was a connection. And in terms of El Salvador, I wanted to mention that in 1988, my band, The Human Condition, went to El Salvador to participate in a big concert called Un Canto por la Paz con Soberanía e Independencia in El Salvador. And the other artists that were there, we were pretty insignificant in terms of people knowing who we were. We were very well received, and we sang in Spanish, and we sang about El Salvador. But this wonderful folkloric impresaria from Mexico named Ampara Ochoa was the headliner, and Kutamai Camones, who were the FMLN's cultural group and were the people who organized this concert. This concert was not, there was one big concert in the plaza behind the cathedral where Romero was interred, but we also went out into the countryside and played in smaller venues or towns, I should say, because we played outside. But that was quite a moving experience, and it was at a time when the Arena Party, who were the right-wing Salvadorians, came into power, and the Social Democrats had been voted out. We were there during the transition period, which is why we were allowed to play, I guess, they allowed it to happen. I mean, they tried to shut down one of the concerts we were doing in a little town called San Miguel, to the extent where the artists came, but then the cops or the troops or whoever they were came in and tore down everything on the stage, and we were on our way getting ready to go back to San Salvador for our safety when the organizers asked us to stop by the plaza where the concert was supposed to start. And there was so many people there, and the guy who was running sound, he was able to keep the sound up. So the organizers asked us if we would play, and it's us and 3 or 4 other groups, including Amparo. And we said, sure. And my group, The Human Condition, was the first to perform. And we get up on the stage, and we're singing a song that has Que Viva El Salvador in it, throughout the song. And all of a sudden, this army helicopter comes down to the treetops, and there's a machine gun sticking out the door, pointed at us. And I don't know. People ask me, well, weren't you scared? But I don't remember being scared. I think it was just, I don't know. It was, first of all, very exciting. And what could we do? You know, if they were going to shoot us, they were going to shoot us. So we sang, and it actually ended fine. And they checked under the vans that we got there in to see if there were any bombs so that we could go back to the motel where we were staying. Anyway, that's just a little aside. To know that we were writing about El Salvador, we were writing about Puerto Rico, and I am still writing, particularly about immigration, which is what this next song, a more contemporary one of my songs, I think it's about 5 years old or so, and it's called We Are Your Refugees, because I think we lose sight of our history and how we got here. You know, those of us who came from Europe, you know, how we got here. We came looking for a better life. We were not forced to come here unless we were indentured servants, whatever, or Africans, of course. But, you know, and for me, it's just, I feel such a empathy, you know, for anybody who's trying to save their families, to, you know, particularly when many of these countries are countries that the exploitation of our corporations have created the conditions that make them unable to grow their own food, that have caused drought, that have caused contamination. I mean, so much stuff. It's very easy to feel guilty, you know, but it's our duty, our responsibility to call these things to light and try to get other people to understand and to empathize and to support and try to change our policies. But anyway, this is called We Are Your Refugees. Oh, that's right, I have to play this one. Hold on. How nice it would have been if I had a video. Hold on. Here's what I want. One bare light bulb, kitchen chair. That's wrong. Wrong rhythm. So much like the other one that I played before. One bare light bulb, kitchen chair, butterfly cutouts on the wall, faded curtain, high sun, a coat of dust covers all, moms and dads out of work, kids flip burgers and sell fries. Things just keep on getting worse. We're not even scraping by. We are leaving our land, our future unknown. Hard-working hands looking for a new home. Rainy season without rain, we can't grow the food we need. Bloated bellies cry of hate from the children we can't feed. So we walk days on end. Others join us on our way. On our faith we depend, that we'll fight a better day. We are leaving our land, our future unknown. Hard working hands looking for a new home. Now we come, we are tired, poor. Armed with hope, we yearn to live free. Now we come, huddled at your shore, lifting our voice for our right to be. Now we come, like many came before, bringing our families. Lift your lamp, open your golden door. We are your refugees. We are leaving our land, our future unknown. Hard-working hands looking for a new home. Lift your lamp, open your golden door. We are your refugees. We are your refugees.
Bravo. Thank you very much, Bev. Love
Thank
that
you.
song.
And thanks to Ben for putting this together. Ben's been doing this and becoming such a master at it, and so gracious to all of us and helping us sound our best and all of that stuff. So thanks, Ben.
Thank you so much, Bev. I want to bring on Ruben Gonzalez. Ruben.
Okay.
I guess I'll do that. Yes.
Yeah.
Hey. Hi. Hey, everybody.
Hi, Ruben.
It's hot. Hey, what's going on? Sorry I'm late. Hi. No, no, no. So I'll transitions. Thank you, Beb, for being so great and so many stories. Mine is a story of moving from one country to another, looking for opportunity, stuff, love, everything you said, as it is. So I sent you some lyrics, Ben. I don't know if you got them. I don't know if it matters. I'll sing a song.
Oh, yes. Sorry, I didn't check my email. Yes, I will.
Well,
Do you have the original sound on, Ruben?
I doubt it. I basically.
Oh, okay. And then you just unmute yourself. Right. So it'd be lower left for unmute and upper left for original sound for musicians on.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I hear you again. Yeah. Does it say original sound on?
I don't. It doesn't read here. Sorry, I forgot.
Oh, okay.
Live streaming service? No. Remove.
It's to the left.
To my left? Yes.
Yeah, to the upper left. Oh,
I Are you sure?
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Is it?
You want to go to your audio settings and set that up?
I don't know how to do it. Audio settings. I think it's gonna. Maybe you can go to somebody else while I do this. I'm not sure how you do it. I forgot. Oh, I can sing the song. Can you hear me? You can't hear me well, right?
Play the guitar.
I am.
Go ahead.
Cantar, cantar, cantar. This song is Cantar. ¿Para qué sirve? What is it good for? Juntar palabra y música. Put together words and music. Cantar para ser libre. And I wrote it as a tribute to three artists that I admire. Mercedes Sosa, Violeta Parra, and Chabuca Granda. Please sing with me. Cantar, cantar, cantar. Cantar para qué sirve. Juntar palabra y música. Cantar para ser libre. You got it? Cantar, cantar, cantar. Cantar para qué sirve. Juntar palabra y música. Cantar para ser libre. Como usted lo dijo, Mercedes Sosa, hay otra cosa. Sabe que no basta ser entonada, sin fundamento, cantar no es nada. Canta las espinas, canta la rosa. Mercedes Sosa, ayúdame. Cantar, cantar, cantar. Cantar para qué sirve. Cantar palabra y música. Cantar para ser libre. Gracias a la vida, Violeta Parra, y a tu guitarra. Levantaste el siglo con tus pulmones, somos quien somos por tus canciones. Me hubiera encantado verte de farra. ¿Cómo se llama? Violeta Parra. Cantar, cantar, cantar. Cantar para qué sirve. Juntar palabra y música, cantar para ser libre. Chabuca Granda from Peru, the great songwriter. Y si usted lo escribe, Chabuca Granda, la gente agranda, tendrá la cadencia repiquetea. Y hay que bailarla con elegancia, el eco del pueblo tu canto manda. Chabuca Granda, bueno, bueno, cantar, 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 cantar para qué sirve. Juntar palabra y música, cantar para ser libre. Help me please. Cantar, cantar, cantar. Cantar para qué sirve. Juntar palabra y música, cantar para ser libre.
Thank you, Ruben.
Thank you, Ben. Thank you, everyone.
So beautiful. This is the voice of Ben Grosscup. My camera stopped working for some reason, so all you're going to hear is my voice right now. But I think I'll save this song for another time. I've sung it on these song swaps before. A song for the St. Patrick Battalion by David Rovix. It's a beautiful, beautiful story of Irish immigrants who fought on the side of Mexico in the imperialist war of the United States, invading what was then called Mexico, and then later became called New Mexico, Arizona, and California. But I'll say that for another night. Thank you, everybody who has participated this evening, and I hope folks will go to our website, peoplesmusic.org, and if you have not joined as a member, join. And if you have not told all your friends about the People's Music Network, tell all your friends, because this is a collaborative, membership-based organization where we come together and keep these cultural traditions alive. I've heard so many beautiful songs tonight that really speak to the struggles that people are seeing in this hemisphere. And I think it's so important, particularly for those in the United States, to see our place in the world as a larger place. So with that, I think I'll cut the